Hello Internet! Welcome to another video review courtesy of the one and only Adventure Link. That's me! Now this is my channel still, so what more were you expecting of the Ninja Turtles? Well, that being said, on my recent trip to Chicago, I didn't quite get no Ninja Turtles ice cream, but I came this close to it. One truck didn't have it, the other one didn't, but I'm still on the hunt for Ninja Turtles ice cream. But with that being said, as I just said, we're going to do a video review today. This is going to be a review and my thoughts on the Disney movie Wreck-It Ralph. And for those who aren't familiar with it, I'll try to give you a little bit of background about it without spoiling the movie too much. Let's see. Wreck-It Ralph is a movie obviously made by Disney. It's a CGI animated computer cartoon thing made in fall 2012 and has a lot of video game references in it and cameos, and because of that you get to see a lot of old and new school video game characters. What you just saw on the box is what's going to be in the movie for sure. You would actually have to watch the movie to find out the rest of the characters because I'm not spoiling this one. Anyways, Wreck-It Ralph, the guy that the movie is named after, is the bad guy in his particular video game. The good guy and the guy that the arcade cabinet is named after is Fix-It Felix Jr. And it's Fix-It Felix Jr.'s job to fix everything that Ralph wrecks, usually the building that all the Icelanders live in. And the movie, does a good job of setting the stage and how the movie starts off. It starts off 30 years after the initial release of Fix-It Felix Jr. And Wreck-It Ralph is at a meeting called Bad-Anon, and he's reflecting on his past, and he does not want to spend the next 30 years in the dump without a hero's medal or some other recognition that he's the good guy. So after a little argument in the Icelanders building during Fix-It Felix's party, he then goes off on a quest to become the good guy, and as they would call in the movie, going turbo. He then, eventually earns the gold medal, but the quest to get back to his own game becomes rough and difficult because then he accidentally ends up crash landing in another game, and in there, unintentionally creates a disaster that could put the entire arcade in jeopardy. Especially his game, the game that he crash landed in, and the game that he won the medal in. Anyways, Wreck-It Ralph goes on this little quest to restore some glitch and defeat the evil, the ultimate evil, and he does win and get his medal, and does get his medal back too. Let's see. My overall thoughts on the movie. First, I'm going to start off with the star rating. If I was to give it a star rating, I would personally give it 4.75 out of 5 stars, and here's why. Character development. When Fix-It Felix Jr. and Calhoun, start hanging out together, you don't see too much of, you don't see them too much with the character development and all that, but you actually do get to see Wreck-It Ralph and the Glitch hang out a lot and have a lot of character development. So I guess you could say there's good character development. The story's pretty good. I liked it. It was pretty awesome. Of course, there are surprise plot twists, which I'm not going to spoil for you. The graphics, it's pretty much like any other CGI animated film out there. Like the Toy Story series, Cars Life, Bugs Life, Back in the Barnyard, Jimmy Neutron, and all those. So I guess if you've seen one CGI computer animated movie, you've seen them all in the graphics department. But on the other hand, I will say this. They actually did a good job of making all the video games look like they're perspective times, because in this regard, the turbo time, which is where they explain the turbo thing, the graphics in that were pretty good. Made it look like it was like late 70s, early 80s. And then when Road Blasters comes in, it's almost something like you would see off of Sega, like an early Sega racing game. Fix-It Felix Jr. looks a lot like one of those old Nintendo arcades. And of course Sugar Rush and Hero's Duty pretty much look like they would be released on a modern console. And the Hero's Duties, I'll shoot 'em up like, and Sugar Rush is all about racing. So they did, do a good job of making all the games, look like that, and also how they like transferred from the human world to the game world and made all the game characters inside the game world, look all CGI animated. But when you look at it from the outside, it looks like their respective graphics counterparts for Atari, Nintendo, Sega, modern consoles. So I guess they did a good job there. One thing I can say that I didn't like about the movie is how they waited like halfway through the movie about turboing. He mentioned going turbo, gone turbo, all throughout the movie. Then halfway through, they then finally explain what going turbo means, and then after that, it's pretty much not mentioned anymore. Quotes. I must say, this movie is very easily quoted. Because in this regard, in class, we would always talk about Wreck-It Ralph and start going random quotes after it. Like, why do I fix everything I touch? And this particular memetic quote, Turbo-tastic! And I've even mentioned that in my YouTube videos as well. And when you get things that's four things that one's not alike, one of these things is not like the other thing, it's you! And there's plenty of other good quotes that can apply. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. You'll have to watch the movie and find them all and find all the funny and laugh at it for yourself. Or I guess you can watch individual little clips of it that people put on YouTube to figure out what the heck I'm talking about if you haven't watched it. Overall, I would say Wreck-It Ralph is a pretty decent film, and I must say that because I've already watched it so far at least 3 or 4 times, so it's got to be good. That good. Story's all there, graphics is there. The 4.75 in my opinion definitely does meet. And with all that being said, I'm definitely pumped and hyped for Wreck-It Ralph 2 whenever they decide to release that. Anyways, I'm Adventure Link. We're going to close this review out as always by quoting Eric the Car Guy and saying, be safe, have fun, and stay dirty. And if you have any questions, comments, praise, concerns, or criticisms about my review, hit me up in the comment section. Subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down buttons. You all know what they do by now and how they work. And it's starting to get kind of nibbly again because it's been raining, so stay dry, stay warm, stay bundled up, and when it's warm outside, stay cool and stay hydrated. Don't forget to scan your SPOO, sometimes your P-slip. And I'll have one more Wreck-It Ralph quote slip, and it's actually said at the beginning of the movie too. I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad. Because there's no one I'd rather be than me. See you next time. Have a nice day.